everybody, it's Chris Eads, and our line is Wootini, here with another Gay Gamer video podcast. I'm still playing the same two main games that I've been playing for months and months and months. And because the thing is that while I am stuck in quarantine, I can work from home. My job allows me to work from home, so I still don't have any extra time to play video games. It's the same amount of time that I had before. And while I had originally thought that Animal Crossing was going to be like the quarantine savior, like, oh, I'm stuck in my house, but I can escape to my beautiful island and talk to my friends and do various things, and then online I can actually go visit my real life friends and hang out with them. Since I can't do that in reality, I can do it on the game. But the thing is, I found that I've actually been getting more of an escape out of Assassin's Creed Origins. And I think that's because I can play Assassin's Creed Origins for like a longer period of time. Like, Animal Crossing is only meant to be played for like half an hour to an hour a day. Like, you're meant to play it a little bit each day, you know? And like, while you can sit down and play Animal Crossing for like 3 hours straight, it becomes very tedious after a while because you're doing the same things, you know? Whereas with Assassin's Creed, you know, like, because on Animal Crossing you have the freedom to do whatever you like, but your options are kind of limited, honestly. Whereas in Assassin's Creed, I find that you still have some freedom because you have this whole map you can explore, but you do have missions which give you, like, goals that you can say, okay, I'm going to go and kill this guy, or I'm going to go and save this person, you know, like, there's, you know, side missions and quests and things, and, you know, but you can also be like, you know what, I don't feel like doing a quest right now, I'm going to go and just explore this section of the map that I haven't explored yet, and, you know, find things and see what's what. And that kind of structure, I find, is a better distraction for me than Animal Crossing. Like, I can lose myself in Assassin's Creed and be like, okay, I'm playing this and I'm doing this, and now I'm going to go do this, now I'm going to do that. The only problem is that I'm getting near the end, I'm finding. Which took a very long time, by the way, because as I've mentioned before, I'm always stopping to take pictures. I really love virtual photography. I mean, I love actual photography. Like, I like to actually take pictures with cameras, and I've always loved photography. It's been a hobby of mine forever. But, so it's kind of fun that more and more games are adding virtual photography to their features so that I can enjoy taking pictures there. Because honestly, it's a lot more fun than actual photography because you can take really great pictures of much more interesting subjects. So, like, you know, Assassin's Creed Origins has taken me a long time to play because I keep stopping to take pictures. Now, Animal Crossing has its own photo mode because, you know, which is good because it allows me to continue doing my weekly Animal Crossing diaries online, but it's very limited. I mean, not that Assassin's Creed Origins is, like, the best photo mode ever, but it's got enough features that you can play with it and tinker with it and add filters and change the textures and, you know, lighting, and, you know, it's fun. But it's slowing me down because I would have finished this game like months ago, except for the fact that every new location I discover, I'm like, ooh, what a pretty building, what a great location, let me get a shot of that. Or, oh, look at this interesting NPC, let me get a picture of him or her. Or, and even when I'm in combat, like, I just did a mission which was like a very much an endgame mission. I'd come across it, but I wasn't strong enough yet, so I went back to it. This past week I went back to it, and I was fighting like this army of the dead that was rising up out of the sands and stuff, so, you know, it was very cool. But even in the midst of heated combat, if I deal a kind of particularly cool killing stroke, I immediately activate photo mode and see if I can get a good angle out of it. Photo mode is always in the back of my head. And so that's been keeping me from finishing it, but I am getting very close because, like I said, I am now, I was able to do that level because I reached max level of 40. I'm told that in the DLC you can go up to like 55, but I don't know if I'm going to play the DLC. I never did get the Odyssey DLC, so I don't know if I'm going to get the Origins DLC. At least not right now. Like, I feel like I need a change of pace. Because I want to play something else, you know? The thing is that, as you might recall from recent episodes, I downloaded Call of Duty World War II when it was free last month on PlayStation Plus. And I'm like, do I really want to play that? I mean, it's a first-person shooter, which is fine. But it won't have, like, the open-world map to explore and that freedom to, like, I don't feel like doing this mission right now, so I'm going to go do these other things, and then later I'll go back and do that mission. Like, I feel like it's a mission-based game, so it's basically like, here's the area. I mean, I haven't played it, so I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that it's going to be like, here's the area, this is your mission, complete it how you will, you know, if you want to go storming in or do stealth or whatever. But I feel like it's going to be much more structured, and there's not going to be a freedom of exploration. And I know there's no photo mode, so that sucks. But the other thing that's worrying me and making me not necessarily want to play Call of Duty World War II is that I feel like it's going to, like, as much as I think that shooting Nazis right now is going to be super fun, I also feel like it's going to be grim and gritty and, like, realistic, and, you know, I don't know if that's the kind of mood I want right now. It's for the same reason why I've never been able to get into the Fallout games, because it's just so overwhelmingly grim and everything, and I'm just like, I prefer a much more attractive world to explore. You know, like, give me a Skyrim, or an Assassin's Creed Origins, or Odyssey, where it's, you know, beautiful locations. And for that reason, I've been seeing a lot of people posting the most beautiful photos from Ghost of Tsushima that was just released for the PS4, and oh my god, it looks beautiful. So, like, now I'm starting to think maybe I'll play that instead. I'll go buy that. Like, even though I have games that I could play that are in my PlayStation library that I have already added to my library, or even purchased on sale for like $5 or something, now I want to go out and spend all this money on a brand new game. But it just seems like that's the kind of game I might want to enjoy right now, because it's going to be beautiful to look at and gorgeous to explore this open world, and, you know, that feels like what I need right now in the way that everything's going. That's the kind of escape that I think will be more enjoyable for me. And of course there's this beautiful, amazing photo mode. My only concern with it is I've read that the combat can be a little, there's a learning curve to the combat, which worries me, because I don't know. Like, I've read that there's a learning curve and it's a little tricky, but once you get it, it's amazing, and I'm like, but what if I don't get it? But then I also read another article that said that you can adjust the difficulty at any time, so I guess if I don't get the hang of the combat, if it's too tricky for my brain to wrap itself around, I can always just lower the difficulty to easy and just enjoy the scenery as I go through the game. So I would say, if you're playing Ghost of Tsushima right now, let me know what you think in the comments, and whether the combat is tricky or whatever. But I'm pretty sure I've pretty much made up my mind, and that will be my next game, and I'm going to delete Call of Duty off the hard drive so that I can go buy that. But of course I won't buy it until after I finish Assassin's Creed Origins, because otherwise I'll never finish Assassin's Creed Origins. Thing is that I know that there's only like 2 main missions to go, and I can add some time by doing some of the side quests in the new area that I'm in, but I sort of want to wrap it up now. I just have to make sure that I don't take so many pictures, and then I'll wrap it up a lot faster. But please do, if you are playing Ghost of Tsushima, let me know in the comments what you think of it, and any tips or tricks for beginner players, because that'll be helpful. And I'll see you back here next time, where I will either be talking about finishing Assassin's Creed and starting it, or still trying to finish Assassin's Creed because I'm taking too many damn pictures. See you then. Bye!